So, family, this story is according to Fox News, okay, and in reference to this young lady's murder. It says the neighbor says he spotted suspicious behavior at home where Dacara Thompson was reportedly unalived. A neighbor of the suspect accused of unaliving 19-year-old Dacara Thompson is speaking out about suspicious behavior he saw in the aftermath of her disappearance. He spoke exclusively with Fox's Shomari Stone on the same day that the suspect, 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Mendez, appeared in court. The neighbor Cody told Fox 5 that he is still in shock. His house is just feet away from where police say Hernandez Mendez murdered Dacara Thompson. I've lived next door to these people for years, said Cody. Cody is breaking his silence after he says he talked to Prince George's County Police about the unaliving of the 19-year-old Thompson. It is the first time I'm speaking publicly about this. I've lived right next door. I'm 40 feet away from where the attack happened. Police served a search warrant at the suspect's house and they say they found bloodstains, women's lingerie. Now, mind you, they found more than one woman's lingerie. So this dude could really be possibly a serial killer. Um, it says they found her hair from a wig consistent with the one that she was wearing, and a fingernail that matches one missing from her hand. Police said Hernandez Mendez, an alleged illegal immigrant, Democrats. See, this is when we really have to look at the Democrats. uh, unalived Thompson inside his bedroom in the home in Bowie. Cody says he stepped outside his house in the early morning hours of August 23rd and saw something burning in the suspect's backyard. The smell was different. It's not a brush smell. It smells more like something like trash burning or something like that, Cody said. I would be willing to bet that they were burning evidence of some sort. What I told the detectives. I know that ash pile that was back there is no longer back there. And see, they only arrested that suspect, and I believe they arrested his cousin or one other person. But they really need to arrest everybody in that home because many of them knew what was going on. I'm pretty sure allegedly that they knew what was going on. They were in that home at the time this young lady was unalived, and no one called for help. No one stopped anything. No one did anything. Um, Hernandez Mendez wasn't already in jail. Oh, Cody wonders why Hernandez Mendez wasn't already in jail. ICE officials say he was in the country illegally. U.S. Park Police arrested him in April on a DUI, but for some reason he was released. Thompson's mother says that's disappointing. It's very disappointing because how many young black men are driving and they are pulled over, they are harassed and arrested, and they can have a half of a marijuana stick or anything like that, the smallest little thing, even a crumb or two, and they want to take them to jail and incarcerate them. You know what I'm saying? On those, and they trump those charges up. But yet they're not trumping up these charges on these illegal migrants, immigrants that are harming, U.S. citizens. The backstory: police say Dacara was seen on surveillance video entering the front passenger side of Hernandez Mendez's SUV in a parking lot on University Boulevard in Hyattsville around 3 a.m. on August 23rd. Her father told investigators she had texted saying she was going to get gas. Those were her last known whereabouts before her body was discovered off route Route 50. And family, that's another thing. We need to start talking to our young men and young women. I know some of them are hard headed and they do not want to listen, but they need to know that there are repercussions to be hanging out in these streets all hours of the night. This is the element that is roaming the streets. The Bible says that, or scriptures say that the devil will come to kill, steal, and destroy, and he roams the earth to and fro looking for souls to snatch. Okay? Tell your young people to stop being out here at all times of the night. They really, really need to get more serious about themselves, and you know, they have to be more careful. I really wish that her father, and I don't blame him in any way because it was not his fault, but I wish he would have just said, you know what, let me go with you. But then we have to really look at it. We're living in a place where right is wrong and wrong is right. You know what I'm saying? And she might have, kind of didn't want him to go. I don't know. But I really wish maybe if he had tried, maybe she would have just said, I'm not gonna go. Or he would have insisted, So again, like I said, let's just keep her in our prayer. Let's not be out here denigrating this young lady's name and image and saying things like she was a sex worker and all of that. I've seen so much online saying things like that, and I don't think it's appropriate. We wouldn't want if something happened like that to someone that we love, that people would be saying things like that. So I think, people need to just stop doing that. Let's give her the grace and dignity that she deserves. And let's also give that grace and dignity to her family, uh, both her parents, and the rest of her family. And let's just keep them in our prayers and wrapped up in our love. Okay, my prayers is with this young lady's spirit, and may she find rest, and may this monster be tortured forever. He needs to get the death penalty because this was a very heinous crime, and it's just terrible. And family, my hat does say Black Lives Matter, so I don't want any perception that I'm MAGA, because trust me, dear hearts, I'm not. Never could be that. All right, you guys have a blessed one. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Thanks, family. Take care. Bye bye.